His entertainment is outstanding. It's been 25 years. Sandy and I, we sold everything we owned to chase our American dream, our version of our American dream. And we started Interstate Sawing, and our business plan was quite simple. We would be the consummate service-oriented company. We would never overpromise and underperform. We would treat all our workers with complete respect and operate as if they were our partners. We'd always diversify within our industry, and those values have never changed. So I want to thank all my workers for sure. We couldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. I also like to thank, we got a bunch of our suppliers here and our professional people, some of whom we've done business with since day one. And appreciate the fact that, like us, you didn't overpromise and underperform. And we've shown our loyalty for their hard work, their sacrifice, and I appreciate that too. So, at Interstate Sawing, I'm proud of the fact that we set a new trend for the labor trade. Laborers, I wanted to treat them just like management. I wanted to give them the nicest trucks, equipped with air-conditioned chilled crews, stereos. I wanted to pay for travel time. I wanted to pay 100% per diem when they traveled. And I wanted them to get cash bonuses for safety and good performance. And we did set a new standard in the industry out of that too. So, 25 years. November of 1996, so it's been about it was 25 years 2 weeks ago. We started with one truck, 2 saws. To tame that truck and them 2 saws, Sandy, who was behind me 100% of the time, never second guessed me, 100% of the time. We actually sold, she was driving an Eddie Bauer Aerostar. We sold that to buy a couple saws. And there was a farmer that lived down the end of the road, down at the bottom of the hill, if you guys remember. And we bought her a 1968 Buick. It was full of hay and smelled like cow manure. But she never wavered. She never did waver. Into our second year, in that first year, we started that business with 2 sons. Sam was 3 and Ben was 6 months. And in that second year, we had 8 trucks in the front yard. Wendy was our first, what we call them secretaries back then. I don't know if that's even allowed anymore. But we didn't know if we could afford her back then, but soon we found out we couldn't afford to be without her. And that girl right there, she not only ran our office, but she dispatched at that time 25 to 30 different jobs. And that's the truth. What's funny, one of her biggest bitches about me, it's funny, with my current office manager, Dawn, The bitches are all the same. Stop spending money. I never did and I won't. Because I believe that I'm going to always push this company into the next level, creating opportunities for regular guys like me, you and I, right? So I will never stop spending money. I'm going to push hard, all I can. Well, anyways, in that second year, with the help of a big bottle of Jack Daniels, I was celebrating the fact that we didn't lose our house yet. And that's how Emma happened. I saved the best for last, right? But anyways, at that point, Sam was 4 years old, and he put his application in for our first mechanic. And here it was on a Sunday afternoon. We had 8 trucks lined up in our front yard. And I remember we had one trailer that the lights were out. So I had a wire snipper, and of course the help of Sam. And I cut the wires, and as I was splicing them, I set the snipper down on the ground. And after I was going to cut the exhaust off, I went to grab my snipper and it was gone. And to find out that Sam was helping Papa, and he cut all the wires and right down the road. Yeah, it was at that point that I said we have to move it out of the house. With that, we moved into the property over there on Seton Hollow. At that point, we only rented one bay. The offices were still in my home. And then 1 year later, we bought the building. And then since then, we've had 4 expansions. But after the first expansion, we moved the office right in over to Interstate. So at that point, we really needed the relief because it was Grand Central Station there 24/7. We were doing road work. It was literally suppliers were coming in, workers were coming in, mechanics were coming in, and we lived it 24/7. It was tough. But since then, 2007, like I promised, we diversified into robotic demolition, and we are now the foremost respected company in the whole country with robotic demolition as it relates to concrete cutting. Truly, and I mean this, our reputation precedes us, not only locally, nationally, and internationally, as we just did a job in Barbados. So we have worked in every corner of the country, and we're very proud of that. Now, as we're growing, I continue to buy new technology. We've opened up a new office in Madison, and Steve Norman is doing an outrageously good job out there. I really appreciate that. And the future looks bright. Look what we've done in 25 years. What are we going to do in the next 10 years? And to close here, last but not least, I'd like to thank my wife, Sandy. I've always said that you can have all the potential in the world, but unless you've got a good woman to back you up, you ain't got shit.
You're right.
I love you guys. Everybody have a great night.
Wait, in closing? Come on, who doesn't know
Come
that?
on, everybody does. Thank you, everybody have a great time, all right?